Welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be showing you how to draft the pattern of the design displayed on the screen. So first of all, I've already marked out my borders from which I'm going to start taking out my measurements now. So over here I'll have to mark out my front. This will be for my front, and this the chest length is 7. The chest length is 7 and the waist length is 11. I'll mark that over here as well. 7 and 11. And I'll connect with my ruler. Divide by 2 give me 5.5 inches. So this is it. I'll also take the same measurement from my chest line. So this is the chest line. And the waist. Waistline. And connect this, connect the shoulder to my chest line. This will be my, I'll come down by, I like coming down by 3/4 of an inch, but you can come down by 1 inch or half an inch, depending on the age of the child that you are making the dress for. So I'll come down by 3/4. I'll come down by 3/4. 0.5. I'll mark out 2.5 here. How low do I want it? I don't want it too low. So I'll be coming down by 2 inches. Then I connect with my ruler. So I'll be taking my chest length and my waist length now. The chest length is 25. So I have to divide the 25 inches in 4 places. 25 inches by 2 will give me 6 1/4. I'll mark that out now. Waist inches, which is 23, divided by 4 will give me 5 3/4 inches. I'll mark that out. Okay. I connect it with my ruler. For marking out the armhole now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the midpoint. Let's divide this length by 2. Here is 6 1/4. So this is the midpoint. I'll go in by half and connect more by half. So this, what we've succeeded in doing now, is to mark out our basic bodies. Now, in order to change this now to the design that we want to achieve, what I do is, for the design that is being displayed on the screen, I come in by 1 inch. Come in by 1 inch. So this will be my new line. This is where I'll be cutting through on my fabric. But for the sake of us making your own style, you can decide to connect here depending on the style that you want. You can still connect it this way. There are so many variations to it. You can vary yours the way you want it, the shape you want it. It cannot even be straight line. You can even give it a curve if you like, depending on the design and what you have in mind in making. But for the basis of this tutorial, I'll be making use of this very one. So let's go to drafting our back bodies. And when we want to mark out our our back bodies, we have to take into account that we want to give a zip allowance. So if you want to attach a zip to your clothes, to the back of the bodies, you have to take that into account. So it depends whether you want to use 1/2 inch or 1 inch. So I like using 1 inch for my zip allowance. I'll mark out 1 inch. So this is the zip allowance. So from this zip allowance, I'll mark out the shoulder measure, which is 5.5 inches. 5 3/4. 5 3/4. In order to join this to the shoulder measurements, I mark out 5.5 here. I connect it to the shoulder. My back, remember but the neck width for the front bodice is 2.5. So we do the same here, 2.5. I'll come down by 1 inch here. And over here, remember we also came down by 3/4 for the front bodies as well. the armhole. Front bodice, I went in by 1 inch along the shoulder line, so I'll do the same for the back as well. So this is it. This part is no longer part. For the back bodice, you can decide to design your back the way you want it. If you want it to be open with styles, you can also do that. Okay, let's try to give this one a little bit of style. Wide, maybe then 4. Yeah, so I can decide to give it a heart shape. So I'm doing this with free hand. If you're not so confident with doing it with free hand, you can find a pattern, but I think this is okay. So I've given this, I'll connect this to my zip allowance as well. Also, don't forget, come up by half an inch. Why I like coming up by half an inch is I don't want it to be pointed. I don't like when I make the dress to look pointed. So taking in this half an inch kind of gives your cloth a good fit. So if you've not been doing that, I will encourage you to try that. So this is it. So this is our back. Done. It's just left for us to cut out your design, cut out your pattern. Then I'll be showing us how to make the neck collar. That's the next step I'm going to show you right now. To be able to draft the neck collar, I have to take the round measurement of the neck, and I like doing this with the pattern because it gives an accurate measurement. So I have to take the measurement on the back bodice, but I won't be including my zip allowance because before then I would have sewn it in. I'll take the back is giving me 3 inches for the front. I'll also measure the front is giving me 3.75 inch. So the front is 3.75 inches and the back is 3 inches. So when we sum this together, we have 6.75 inches. So this is going to be the length of the collar. I'm drafting this pattern on fold. So when you want to cut this out on your fabric, remember to put your fabric on fold. So the total round neck measurement is 6.75. We mark out. The back is 3 inches. So we mark out the length of the back round neck, which is 3 inches. Then for front, we have 3.75, which is equal to this. Then I come up by 1 inch. Come up by 1 inch. From this 1 inch now, how high do I want my neckline collar to be? I want my neckline collar to be 1 inch. You can choose however high you want it to be. It can be 2 inches, 1.5, half, as the case may be, depending on the style and how low your neckline is. So I'll mark out 1 inch here. Mark out 1 inch here. Then I'll connect. I'll mark out my 1 inch. And connect with my ruler. So what I will do now is I'll measure round to mark out where my 6 3/4 is. So my 6 3/4 is here. I'll connect it. So from this measurement now, here is our front. Here is our back. So when we are placing this on fold, remember I said while cutting this on your fabric, cut your fabric on fold. So place this on your front, and this should be at your back, which is connected to the zip allowance, which is connected to the zip. You can cut it out like this, or you can decide to give it a shape. We give it a slant curve over here, so that it's not pointed. Whatever style you want to make is up to you. But I want, for this pattern, I want to give it a shape. Then I'll cut this out.